What's going on, everybody? My name is Derailious. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the continuation of the economic collapse in Hypixel Skyblock, as well as going over pretty much every single dungeon item's new price point and why now is the best time to be buying dungeon items. But before we get into this, I want to say thank you guys for all the support recently, as it really does mean a ton. But only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you could hit that button down below, it really would help out the channel. On that note though, let's get right into the video. I want to preface this video by saying that yes, Mayor Paul is currently elected, but he does not have his third perk. Obviously, more people are going to be doing dungeons with Benediction and Easy Peasy active, so though some of the price fall can actually be attributed to this. However, I think a lot more of this is related to long-term factors, and on top of this, I don't necessarily see blaming this entirely on Paul as a good option, as a lot of the price fall will not completely go away when he leaves. Going over some of the prices now, we can see that if you click on the auction house and look up something like, say, a Hyperion, the lowest overall price Hyperion right now is 315 million coins. This is a significant drop from the 400 million coins that used to be, and the 450 million that used to be before that. On top of this isn't the only item that has had a significant price drop. Things like Necron handles, which used to sell for a lot more like 400 million, now go from anywhere from 250 to 265 to about 275 million coins. Earlier today, I saw a Necron's handle selling for 265 million. Earlier than that, I saw something at 259 million. So these prices are rapidly fluctuating. Obviously, that's just the nature of Necron handles. On top of that, Wither Chestplates are the cheapest they've ever been, selling for only 21.7 million coins. Earlier today, I saw one for 20.5 million. Either way, a significant reduction from the 30 to 35 million they used to be. It's about a third off. On top of this, auto recombobulators basically give you no profit anymore. This one's selling for 9.8 mil, this one's selling for 10 mil flat, and most of the others are selling at 10.1 to 10.2 mil. So that's an auto recombobulator for you. Other than that though, Necron chestplates have been selling for only 32 mil, which is about as much as a Shadow Assassin chestplate used to sell for. I don't even know how much Shadow Assassin is worth anymore. Let's see how much it is. Yeah, Shadow Assassin's only 25 mil. As you can see though, a lot of these price drops have been most prominent on floor 7, and there's a lot of reasons to display why this is actually occurring that I'll get into in a moment, but generally, just know that not all of this change is due to Paul, although some of it is, so if you do want to buy some of these items, now is probably the best time to do so. Next up, there are a few reasons to explain why this is actually happening, the most important of which being Kismet Feathers. Obviously, the introduction of Kismet Feathers basically doubled the amount of chances that you get to get rare items in dungeons, but it doesn't just double the amount of items on the market, it more than doubles them. More people are going to be participating in dungeons because of Kismet Feathers, and even if a single extra person were to, do a dungeon, the amount increase would increase from 2 times to more than 2 times. So in reality, it's a multiplicative effect. I talked more about this in a video I made a few weeks back, but just know that this effect will continue for the near future, and continue to bring down the price of these items. Another major reason why the price of these items are dropping is generally because not many people need items anymore, especially among the endgame crowd. If you are an endgame dungeons player, you already have full Storm and Hyperion, so if you get another Necron's handle, you're going to be selling it. And even if you might care a little bit about how much it sells for, you're not very likely to be holding out for it selling for 400 million coins, because let's be real here, you're just going to be throwing it up on the auction house and selling it for a little bit below what the cheapest one already is. This effect continues day in and day out, and combined with the first effect, now that most people in the endgame crowd have Hyperions, it's only going to become easier and easier to actually obtain, and the price is only going to drop more and more. I don't ever see a future where a Hyperion is 50 mil, that's kind of absurd, but futures in which a Hyperion is 175 to 225 mil are possibilities at the very least, and I'm excited to see if Necron handles actually fall that far, although in reality I don't think they ever will. I see about 250 million coins being the cheapest a Hyperion will ever be, with the handle being somewhere between 150 to 175 million coins. You have to understand that to make a Hyperion, it's not just the handle, and a lot of the other resources necessary to make it do cost a legitimately large amount of money. Finally, when discussing things like chest plates and also other utility items, like for instance the auto recombobulator, the same problem that I just discussed applies. Basically, people already have all the armor sets they would ever really want, and if they don't, they're not really willing to buy them for much over the price that you can get them from a chest in the dungeons. That basically means that the price of these items is likely going to continue falling for at least a little while longer. Maybe not necessarily for things like the auto recombobulator, which have already hit their price floor, but something like a wither chestplate I could probably see at 18 to 20 mil in the near future, which is pretty insane considering it used to sell for 50 mil. Overall though, the market landscape in Hypixel Skyblock has never been easier for the new players to get into. If you are new to Hypixel Skyblock, you could have full Necron gear in a month if you are grinding properly, and that's something that I never really used to be able to say. If you were a new player a year ago, getting superior in a month was kind of out of the question. But now, getting endgame has never been easier, and I think that's generally a good thing for the game, as it gives people more reason to participate in the content, and let's be real here, the best content is Floor 7, even if it's not necessarily what most people would want. Overall though, I think that this is a generally good overall situation for players who are getting into that mid to late game. I hope this video helped out with some advice on what to buy and how the prices are, and yeah, on that note, my name is Derailious, please subscribe if you are new here, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.